about everyone here. So let's start with the Pledge of Allegiance, please. So please stand up. I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Now can we have a moment of silence for past deceased members? Thank you. What do you guys think, huh? Looks great, huh? Good. Right.
Yeah.
Well, look at that. All right, so let me bring up Mr. Vic Sylvia. He's going to read the bio for Mr. Larry Harney.
You get to hear me one more time.
Come on up.
This one's pretty special. 1972, when I returned from military service, I got back involved with the Moby Council at the time and got involved on the camping committee. That's when I hooked up with Larry. I didn't know him prior to my leaving the area in '66, but I sure did make up for it when I met him in '72. He's been an inspiration to me. He's been a friend. And he's been an example that I try to emulate. I know when I had the opportunity to serve as the vice president of Moby Council as a camping chairman, he was one of the people that stood by my side. Back then he was probably in his 60s, maybe 70s, just started his 70s. And when we got the money to build the raft, the new docking system, we didn't have enough money to have somebody build them. So every weekend I would come out and help to try to build them. Larry would be there. And when we got the money to put in the McGee cabins, but had the money to buy the material, but not the money to pay for somebody to do it, Larry was out there. So he's an inspiration to me, and hopefully from now on he will be an inspiration to everyone else. Larry Harney, a 55-year veteran of the Boy Scouts of America. Lawrence Larry Harney began his scouting career in 1945 as a 15-year-old scout in New Bedford, eventually attaining the rank of Star Scout and becoming an assistant scoutmaster. In the years since, he has served with multiple units, led Units 2, and participated on the staffs of national jamborees, worked in multiple arenas at the district, council, and regional levels as commissioner staff. Also on the Properties Committee, he is also Properties Committee member and Camp Visitation Specialist. He is an Arrowman, having been elected into the Agawam Lodge in 1961. He has been recognized with the Scout is Key Adult Training Award and in 1998 the Silver Beaver. Larry's service to Cachalot is as long as the history of Cachalot itself. As a youth of 17, he was a member of the first camp staff in 1946 and served multiple roles on staff in the early years of camp until enlisting in the United States Army in 1951. Upon his return to the area in 1953, he immediately returned to camp staff on the Maintenance Corps, providing many services needed for a new and growing camp. He spent numerous weekends at camp performing service projects and security before Cachalot hired a permanent camp ranger. During the fire of 1964, he volunteered with the Wareham Fire Department, manning a brush breaker, helping to fight the fire. Then served on the Restoration Committee for many years to help rebuild, personally helping to clear debris, plant new trees, and repair damaged buildings and program areas at Cachalot. Over his long scouting career, he has helped with the installation of water lines at camp, helped with the construction of the boathouse, the building of the Gilmet Rangers residence, the Follinsby docking system at the waterfront, the construction of McGee Village, and other projects too numerous to mention. His collection of meeting minutes from the Camping and Properties Committee, dating from the 1960s through the 1990s, have been a fundamental resource for the association's documentation of Cachalot's history. For his many contributions, you have saw fit to elect him into a position on the Wall of Fame. On behalf of Camp Cachalot Alumni Association, it's my honor to present Larry Harney with induction into our Wall of Fame. Larry?
I love it. Just hold it out there for a second.
I feel like a movie star. Oh, it's Larry, I think.
Vic, too. Uncle Vic.
Thank you.
Okay.
A $50 contribution to the Alumni Association. Both Larry and I will sign your program. All right, thank you, Ted.
Thank you. Anyone from the audience who would like to come up and say something? Yeah, come on up. Well, make one up. Come on up.
I'd just like to thank everybody for nominating my father. Wonderful man, wonderful dad. I'm more proud of you today. Just thank you.
Thank you, dear.
Very good.
I got one.
Sorry,
Come on up.
Brian.
Come on up. Come on up. We have all afternoon. No problem.
Just a couple of words, but growing up, I lived right next door to Larry. His 4 sisters and his mother and father, and we had some good times back there. We did Troop 18, whole name parish back then. But I don't think the little speech gig really brings out all the damn work we really did around this camp in the 1950s when I was that's way back when, and we've all can't remember half the things we did because we get too old to remember a lot of things. But Doug here and Ronnie, I think they've passed that stage. They're starting to remember things that never happened.
I came up with the first camp director's name, right?
Right.
Leslie Robinson. You've never heard of him.
Leslie Robinson.
Leslie.
That was before my
I know it is.
Bruce Collins was camp director then on our first. But I just can't want to emphasize how you multiply it times 10 and you probably get something about what he really did for us. Morale-wise is where it is. Driving that international truck around, we gave him such a hard time. We started to raise hell in the back of the truck with 15 to 20 scouts, on our way over to the Girl Scout camp. We had out there. We started calling. Cat calls in, and he just jam on the brakes and jam us all up against the front.
We don't do that anymore.
Those are the days. Those are the days. And we used to sleep on pine needles too. There's all this stuff
That's
about
the best.
mattresses.
That's the best.
I think those Mexican, New Mexico troops come up because the mattresses up here don't have any scorpions on them. That's probably why. Mattresses. But anyway, Larry, congratulations. Thanks.
Camp staff used to go into onset on
Friday
nights.
Friday night.
Friday nights. We went in one time, and I think it was Tavas that was driving the truck.
Yep.
We came in the back road. You couldn't go out this way because there's no road. We had to go this way. Right? We're coming in, and all of a sudden, everybody said, "Oh, Finnegan's under the wheel of the truck!" Right?
Well, no, the truck got stuck in the sand, and we had to get out and push. We're pushing this bloody big army truck. Imagine 12-year-old kids pushing this army truck.
And his foot is underneath the wheel. But luckily, it was a sandstorm.
Yes.
And we thought he did something to his leg.
It scared the heck out of me, but
When your father came in, what was it, a couple days later?
Yeah.
He was kind of mad too.
yeah, a little bit.
So that explains the cane.
No,
Another
this
story.
is to keep Larry in line.
Okay. Very good. I'm sure there's a million stories. They're not too bad. I've only known Larry for, I don't know, 4 or 5 years. Commission to work together. It was a great time. Sometimes I wish I was older maybe so I could have participated in these events and this history. But anyway, started to it. Anyway, it's been a great time. It's been great knowing you.
Thank you.
You know, keep showing up.
Yeah.
Like whenever you
Oh,
want.
he will.
Anyone else? All right, here we go. Gary, thank you.
When I first started out here, it was 14 years ago, and I had a handful of people that I could really go to ask questions about the camp, because I was trying to familiarize myself with it. You get all kinds of stories. I mean, you know, the staff would come out and say, oh no, that was built by such and such, and we did this and that and the other thing, and then I knew Larry Harney was one of the people that I could talk to and say, Larry, what happened with this? Explain, you know, where's the pipe for this? Where's the, you know, who built this? Why, explain this to me. And he was always, you know, the one that I could count on for that information. He was just, you know, you were so important to me when I first started here. And I really appreciate that.
Thank you. Furniture.
Oh, okay.
So, when you gonna start your book?
Huh?
When you gonna start your book about Cachalot?
When am I going to sell my books?
Start.
Stop your book.
Oh, start my book. Yeah. When I get time.
Plenty of time in the world now. Yeah, you have to make time. You know how it is.
I got to find a person to do it for me first.
No, write
You have
down
to
your
make
own thoughts.
I think it would be widely read if you did that. If you did, it would be read. I'm sure you have pictures and all sorts of stuff. But, okay, very good. All right. I know. No one else? All right. So, bugle sound taps, please. So this concludes our program. If you feel like going up the hill, you can look at the dining hall. Like was mentioned before, a lot of good work done there. Looks great. Next year's, I suppose there's some tile being put down, even better. And enjoy the rest of the afternoon. I mean, I can't think of a better place to spend the afternoon. But you all know extremely much. Thank you for coming. It was great, and hope to see you next year, and maybe during the winter gathering. You know, it won't be on in about 6 months. Thank you. Have a good evening. Afternoon.